Hey y'all, Rick Rex here, back with another one for you, and today we're finishing up our Celestial series with our melee loadout. Now when I was putting this one together, I wasn't sure if I was going to actually be able to outdo the ranged loadout since it did so well, so I almost left this one alone entirely, but I sure am glad that I didn't, and I came up with something that actually smacks harder than the ranged loadout, and I can't believe it. Now we're going to cover those necessary things like mods, artifacts, allies, spec, the loadout, and also we're going to see what kind of damage this one puts out together. So hang tight for this one, it's pretty impressive. But first, if you like what you see and you want more, hit that like and subscribe button to help keep the channel growing and also to not miss one single update as they drop. So Selly Melee. And again, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to be able to put out more damage than the ranged loadout with this power, but boy was I shocked. Now full disclaimer, if you are not using super speed, don't even worry about it since the risk just simply does not outweigh the reward. Now, we're going to start out with our white mods as always. Our weapon is going to be Replenishing Adapter, head is going to be Supercharged Neo Venom Boost, neck is going to be Escalating Might, back is Accelerated Divine Light, chest is Penetrating Strikes, and legs, of course, will be your choice as nothing really fits the rotation. Now feet are Tumbling Master and hands are max damage as always. Now for artifacts, we're going to be using the Trans Strat Quiz combo. And we're doing that for the crits from the Trans and to get that strat to go crazy because this one hits so many times, plus the extra damage and supercharge hit from Quiz itself. Now side note here, this combo works extremely well on this one because we have those dots going on in the background as well as the big burst hits on this loadout, so it really makes this combo of artifacts shine. Now for allies, we're going House of Legends, and you would do very well to swap in Cyborg here as he does that really good AoE damage. And then we're using Batman Who Laughs for his cards and Emperor Aquaman for his buff to Robot Sidekick. Now for our spec, we're taking no points in weapon, as of course we won't be using it. Under super speed, we're going to take our super, then we're taking Vortex Trap, our innates to the lower left hand, and then Whirling Dervish to the lower right. Now under iconics, we're taking Robot Sidekick and Neo Venom Boost only. And under skill points, we're going super powered focus, max out the crit attack chance and damage, and then dump everything else into might and power. Now with anything left after that, put it straight into health to make sure that you can survive the hit because as a melee DPS, that hit is coming. So just to share, with this spec and build, it puts our might at 162, 933, and I scaled back my CR to 380 to kind of stay similar to what we have on live. And now for the start of the show, and that's the loadout. So we're using Divine Light, Blight, Vortex Trap, and Whirling Dervish, and we're pairing that up with Robot Sidekick and Neo Venom Boost. Now we are not going to throw the combo on Divine Light, but we will combo on Blight for its big hit at the end of the combo. Now we're getting that nice burst damage off of Divine Light, and even though we're not running the combo, we still get a nice dot off of it. But on Blight, we actually get a nice dot at the beginning and then we get a big hit from Admonish at the end. Now, unlike the ranged rotation, it is very important to throw Divine Light whenever it's off cooldown, making this a really irregular loadout, but it seems to line up fairly well with the rotation in fashion with the powers as you will see. Now also, as a side note y'all, let Whirling Dervish finish. I see a lot of people clipping this ability on a might rotation, and yes, the hit is low compared to the big burst damage, and it really kind of hits around 20,000 on 5 targets, but this is one of the fastest powers in the game from a hit perspective, which is what makes it so amazing, so do not waste it. Let it run until it's done, and your damage will thank you at the end, I promise. So, now that we got all that out of the way, let's check out what this one can do. Okay, so as we can see, we're putting up some really healthy parses there, and it looks like our low was our first one, which makes sense since those dots and strat card have to get rolling. But it comes in at 197, 377, and it looks like the rotation is going to live right around that 215 to 220,000 range. So really great, but some huge spikes in there also. Yeah, you saw that one right. There was a 264, 396 in there with several shooting up into the 240s and 250s. So awesome work. But even though I was so super impressed with this one, it is time for our favorite part. Let's drop everything. Okay, so there we go. Now our big one came in at 2,023,960 damage per second, y'all. Now that's well over 20 million in damage in 10 seconds just for those sitting in the back, and it followed up with almost 300,000 per second after that, with some trailing in the mid 200s. So amazing. Well, y'all, that wraps up our Selly DPS series, and thanks so much for joining. Remember, if you like what you see and you want more, hit that like and subscribe button to help keep the channel growing and also to not miss one single update as they drop. Also, y'all, leave a comment below and share what you think. Other than that, I'll see you next time.